Welcome to my well-spent youth. Today I'm going to be playing a great action RPG called Titan Quest, along with its expansion, Immortal Throne. Now, Titan Quest, it was a great game because it came out at a time when Diablo 2 was just starting to lose its luster. It was getting a bit long in the tooth, as the saying goes, and Titan Quest kind of filled that role of an action RPG that wasn't being done by other companies. Some other ones tried it. There was Dungeon Siege, which honestly was quite horrible. Very poorly designed game. Titan Quest, on the other hand, took everything that was good about Diablo 2, and to me, it also took out the bad from Diablo 2. There were a couple of things different, like Diablo 2 had randomly generated levels, whereas Titan Quest had all pre-generated stuff, which is different. Both has its pros and cons. Anyway, let's jump into it. Now, I should have all my characters on here. I played a lot. Yeah, lots and lots of characters. Yeah, you might find they're all female. You could choose when you created a character. You could choose if you wanted to be male or female, and that was basically the extent of the customization. The class. You got to choose your class as you played. Right, let me find... Yeah, there were a lot of classes. Once I get into the game, I'll show you what the classes really want. Yeah, this is my main one. Just like Diablo, there were different difficulty levels. Once you finish normal, you went on to epic, then on to legendary. Pretty simple, pretty basic stuff. Let's get into the game and see how things are different. Now, in a long time, and actually my characters were still on my hard drive, strangely enough, which is interesting. Okay, so I'm here. This is in one of the starting towns because I believe I'd gone through, finished the main game, and was going to start again. This game... Oh, no, this is in the starting town. It's in the starting area, though. So what you've got here is... Where's this downtown? You have quests that you just follow. It just takes you through the main storyline, get a few side quests just to do something extra. Pretty basic stuff. The thing was...
So you're the one who brought the centaur down.
Yeah, fully voice acted, which is great.
A warrior could accomplish such a feat. So you are here on Diomedes' behalf.
Mm-hmm.
Very well.
Anyway.
I will send a few of my men to defend this.
Yeah, so you get voice acting. Ooh, still a bit of the rubber banding that happened before. The game is about collecting loot. So it was a 3D game, but you're locked to this perspective, looking down at this angle. You can zoom in and out, but you can't go around. Zooming in is just to really look at your character. There's no real other need for it. But let's have a look at the... what is it? Character window here. Oh, well, I've got lots of stuff. I got lots of potions. It's a game about loot. So as you play through normal, you unlock bags. So you can carry extra loot. That's pretty cool. On the skill tree, that's it. As you level up, then once you get to level 2, you get to pick your first one. Then by level 8, you pick your second one. So you pick a tree to go with. Here it is, hunting and spirit, which makes it, as you can see on there, a bone charmer. And yeah, so each skill tree has its own kind of unique play style. And depending on how you combine them, really affects how well you can work. Like some skills don't quite work together. For example, for this character, for the hunting, it's mostly just to use the bow like that. I don't use many of the other skills. Like I'm not using Call the Hunt or Study Prey, stuff like that. I'm using mostly Spirit Mastery spells, which is like life drains and life drains. I got a summon that I can do. Where is he? It's that little guy that follows me around. And I use a bow and skills like this. Yeah, so it's pretty much similar to most other RPGs. Just click, hold shift to click, fire something somewhere. It's pretty simple. Nothing spectacular there. But what I really liked about this was the story. Because this game is all based on mythology. In particular, Greek, Egyptian and Chinese mythology, which is the three areas that you go through. I can probably quickly show you some stuff. Let's just exit to main menu. I jump back onto this character, back in normal, and show you different areas. Yeah, so the story was really cool because it's kind of following. The Titans have been released, but the gods aren't around to like help you with it. And yeah, so that's a bit of a problem. So it's up to heroes, like kind of similar to the heroes of old, to come back and deal with them. Right, this place at the moment is in the end of the expansion. So let's have a look. Portal Zone. This is one thing I liked, improvement over Diablo 2. You don't have to carry around scrolls for portals, just use a portal stone. And then you use that to teleport to any place. Just the waypoints. It's pretty cool. So here we can see the stuff. So we've got Greece, we've got Egypt, we've got Orient, and then on to Hades. It actually follows the same kind of path as Diablo 2. Greece is your big green, lush kind of area. Egypt is the desert area, and Orient is kind of jungle area. Pretty much the same as Diablo 2. There's this one in the middle that is to Mount Olympus, to go up there and fight the Titan that gets out. Let's just have a look at Egypt, shall we? And so that's the main story. You have to go fight the Titan. Then in the expansion could have gone a typical way. It could have gone to like Scandinavia and done the whole Greek Norse mythology. Could have done that, but they didn't. I mean, I would have been fine if they had. It would have been a cool thing to do. But what they ended up doing was going back to Greece and into the underworld. So you fight Hades, which is weird, but it was a cool story. Anyway, so this is your Egypt area. You'll check it out. You walk through the leaves and they shake around. That was a pretty cool thing back in its day. Even though if you look at it you can kind of see what's actually happening. But they don't look too closely at it because it might give you a bit of motion sickness the way it moves a bit. Anyway, what do we have here? Let's... I'll just do that again. You can use it, you can go back to where you went before. Let's go to the main town area of this place. Now, I'm going to be comparing this to Diablo 2 a lot, simply because Diablo 2 was a great game, but this is a great game as well. Where is my bank? Ooh. Do I have a bank around here? Should have a bank. There it is. Now, some things that this game did a lot better than Diablo 2 were potions. As you can see, you can just set the potions in your hotbar like that. You don't have to put them into a belt. And you can have the potions stack. They stack in 5s, but it doesn't matter. You just use from the whole lot when you press the button. So you don't have to put the stack in there and keep refilling it and doing all that. It's a bit annoying. Another thing that Diablo 2 didn't do, but Diablo 3 ended up doing.
Oh, hello.
Okay. I'll have to fix this. What this is a shared bank, essentially. The shared bank was added with the expansion, but just having the bank itself was pretty good. It seems to have not kept it when I went and reinstalled the game.
So long.
So I'll fix that if I choose to play again. Yeah, right. So that was another thing, the shared bank. That was great. I would go through all my characters and make sure they got the right items and such, and make sure they get set items. Yeah, and they had some pretty good unique items as well. This was a good one, although it's something that I've used for a long time and I haven't really found anything better. Yeah, talking about items, yeah, something I'm hoping to show you, but since it's not in there, is the relics. Relics are little kind of gems that you find on the enemies, and you can combine them together to get bonuses. And if you get the full completed relic, which is usually 5 pieces, I think, could be wrong there, it's been a while, you can, once you get to the 5, you can you get a bonus. Like this one gives a bonus of stunning, and I think they do different things depending on where they put them. I might be wrong. Anyway, they're your gems. I believe the expansion added an NPC that allowed you to take the relics off. Either way, that's good. The other thing is the artifacts. This was a crafting thing. Trying to remember how you did the crafting. I believe you used the relics and a certain item, and you could craft these artifacts. Different levels of them, and they give a good bonus. The completion bonus is often random, so you might get a different one than what you actually want. I mean, this one was a really good one for me. Okay, let's have a look at some of the other characters, shall we? Now, there was something about this game, like generally at the start. Yeah, the gear you get kind of looks the part, definitely. For most of them, they're all kind of your tunic thing. No, a warrior. I never leveled up to the ledge. Yeah, I had some that I liked playing more than others. We'll go with one of the lower level ones. There we go. Yeah, so I had a big list of going through. I believe I tried to get like one of each class, and by class that's the true thing, right? So each combination of, yeah. So as you see, as you go through, you have to level up. You have to put points into the mastery, and that unlocks like the next tier of these things, which was a pretty cool way of working through it. Alright, let's see, what does this character have? This character, yeah, see, I was working on a set, which is pretty cool, and it's mostly from other characters because I could just trade it around. It's pretty good. A little lesser artifact there. Now the game had physics, which is pretty cool. How many of these can I summon? No, I don't know. Ash. So your skills, you'd usually get one that would replace your main attack, and that one wouldn't use much, if any, armor at all. Like this one, like the defender kind of has the what is it? The shield charge there. Yeah. So, like I was saying, this game had physics, and the physics, while cool, I only really saw it at the start of the game. It was a weird thing. So, like, you could bash things about. If you did a lot of damage to them, you'd make them fly away. But yeah, you only really did this huge amount of damage at your lower levels. Yeah, so it wasn't great. The enemies got more health than what you could deal out. If you wanted to be versatile, that is. You could always just focus on one skill and get that. Yeah, you see, just a simple collect all the items. Basic kind of stuff. Different things you have to fight. Fighting monsters. Ooh, I'm actually low on health. Got a rally skill. And a healing spell from that. Yeah, so this is Titan Quest. I played this game to death. Yeah, I just played it a lot back in my university days. As you can probably see by the amount of characters I have. Anyway, it is a great game. You can buy the Gold Edition, which includes just the base game and the expansion on Steam. It is worth playing, especially if you're wanting something different. There's not too much in the action RPG. Yeah, it is still a great game. I mean, if I felt like it, I'd probably start playing again. But anyway, thanks for joining me as I went through and looked back at this great game. I had fun. It is a great game. Other than the fact that all the characters look exactly the same. You get over that though. Anyway, thank you, and have a good one.